23 plan can't be a huge part of your game plan if you can't complete the pass.
They had it all set up. They had a convoy on that right side. Comes a rush again. Riley now steps up. Stays behind the line of scrimmage, and again, long toss far side. Kenny Stafford hauls it in. And Stafford, the former Stampeder and Alouette, will move the sticks with an 18-yard pickup.
Well, this is a situation where you might be thinking Mike Riley's going to take off with the football as the scramble starts. But as he gets on the go, he recognizes Kenny Stafford ends up wide open on that sideline. Nobody near him. He runs that out from the slot and out near the first down marker. He's just waiting, yelling for the ball, hoping his quarterback gets his eyes that way eventually. Riley does.
For another games on the practice roster, and then an injury to Darius Bowman put him in the lineup. Riley has time. He's going deep. He's got his man. He's got a touchdown. Kenny Stafford lost his helmet, caught the football, got the touchdown.
Again, starts up front. Riley gets time to deliver the pass, steps into it. Great concentration by Stafford with a couple of closing defenders. Loses helmet, takes a kick in the head. No problem.
Guy who was traded for Fred Stamps. Tell you what, you get traded for Fred Stamps in this town, that's tough. Tough to come behind Fred Stamps, and Kenny Stafford has done everything this season to build a new fan base following number 7.
Well, he really has. Stafford came into this ball game with 36 catches, 459 yards. And he's a guy who's really stepped up. And here he comes. Middle receiver in that trips formation to the field. Sees a hole in the middle and takes it. A perfectly placed football from Mike Riley in between those two defenders.
One to Darius Bowman in the first half, and this one in the rain to Kenny Stafford. Perfect strike. Touchdown Eskimos. They lead 17-10.
Is it Darius Bowman? One of the keys here, if you watch Keon Raymond and Josh Bell on the back end, Raymond's got his eyes on Stafford, but they're both going to favor this side because that's where Bowman is. They're going to drift that way. And if you keep an eye on Raymond in particular, right in the middle of the field, he drifts a little bit, but now as Stafford starts to get open, it's a tough angle and Raymond can't get over top. Stafford gets a step. Raymond has drifted too far to Bowman's side. Can't recover in time to get that help.
47-yarder. Slaughter is pummeled at the other side.
What's going on? Columbus, Ohio, stand up.
Kenny Stafford, native of Columbus, Ohio. Shout out to DC. That's his cousin, Deron Carter. Former Alouette. Recently let go by the Indianapolis
On the return,
Colts.
illegal block. Calgary, number 36, 10-yard penalty.
Is Hall of Famer Chris Carter. Works out a lot with them in the off-season. Said he really had something to prove. Was so excited coming to Edmonton to wear the double E, and boy, he has lived up to expectations and more.
Well, no doubt.
Responding. Edmonton in the first, Calgary in the second, and Edmonton all 8 points here in the third. Here's the rush now. Look out, Mike Riley, as he chucks it, and it is caught by Stafford again. Oh my goodness, what a play here as Mike Riley takes a shot and then delivers a shot to Kenny Stafford. 46 yards.
Yeah, you gotta love this. Mike Riley stands in and takes a shot. Kenny Stafford is just making plays.
3 quarters down, 17-10 Eskimos. Close, almost playoff-like football game. Eskimos and Stampeders seem to deliver that every time. And in the third quarter, it was the Mike Riley and Kenny Stafford show.
Yeah, hooking up a couple of times. And, you know, I absolutely love that last play of the quarter as it was the answer. We talked so much about the Bo Levi Mitchell standing in, taking a hit, and Eric Rogers going and making a play for him. Well, Mike Riley turns around, does the same thing. He got absolutely drilled on the play, but Kenny Stafford made it all worthwhile with a fantastic catch in traffic.
And earlier in the quarter, Kenny Stafford making really the catch of the game for the Eskimos for that touchdown as well. And so far, I would say that Mike Riley looks in pretty good form considering he's missed 10 weeks.
Yeah, it's not showing a whole lot of rust here, is he?